Welcome back to your 12 Days of Christmas Workout Challenge. You are at day 4 today. Today's workout, we're going to target our core, so really activating those deep abdominals. We're going to work on our spinal alignment and our Pilates breath, so we can really connect into that transverse abdominis muscle, so that muscle that really pulls us in and flattens our abdominals. So about 15 minutes or so, we're just laying on the floor, so just a mat is needed. So let's begin by lying down on our backs with your knees bent and your heels about a hand distance away. Taking your hands now, place them onto the bony prominences at the front of your hip bones. Take them in 1 inch and then down 1 inch, so you're in that nice soft meaty part. That's where we're going to feel our transverse abdominis connection. So taking a breath in through your nose, on your exhale, press your lower back in towards your mat and start to roll the pelvis towards your face. So just a gentle rock here. Good. Inhale, create an arch through your lower back. Just a little one, so you can slide your hand underneath. Good. Exhale, draw in those deep abdominals, zip them up and in, up towards your belly button. Taking a couple here in your own breath, inhaling to rock that pelvis away from you. And then exhale, feel that tightening of the abdominals underneath your fingertips here, flattening across the front band. Good, one more. Inhale, rocking the pelvis, creating that arch. And exhale, really smoosh your lower back in towards your mat. And then come into our neutral spine, so in between those two extremes. So a little tiny gap underneath your spine. Keep your hands right where they are, coming into our leg slides. We're going to inhale and let that right leg slide along your mat here without wobbling through your pelvis. Exhale, drag that heel back in so the foot becomes flat to where we started. So the other side, inhale, sliding that leg away. Exhale, feeling that tightening of the abdominals underneath those fingertips. So going for a couple here. We really want to focus here on keeping that spinal alignment in that neutral spine and keeping those hip bones pointing straight up. So no rocking. Let's take one more on each side. Melting the ribs down on your exhale. Shortening that distance through your abdominals. One more on that left side. Hold it there for our leg lifts. So single leg lifts, float one leg up to tabletop and then lower the foot back down towards your mat. Inhale, take it to the other side. Lowering that foot down. So again, try not to rock, connecting into that breath. So exhale to lift. Inhale to lower the foot flat. We'll go for a couple here. Good. Take that right leg up to tabletop and hold, adding in an extension now, so pointing and reaching through the toe. Draw it back to tabletop and gently lower the leg back down. So lifting up and extending that leg. Good. So as you're here, just focus on staying nice and wide through the front collarbones here. You can pick up the pace a little now that you've got it. Still drawing in those deep abdominals on your exhale. Good, couple more. Good, make this one your last one. Then both feet become flat onto your mat for our bent knee fallouts. So keeping those hip bones shining straight up, just let your right knee turn out towards the floor and then exhale as you draw it back up to midline. Lower the left knee out to the side. Without twisting here, draw it back up to point to the ceiling. Good, so your hands can be relaxed down by your side now if you'd like, or you can keep them there so you can really connect and use that mind to muscle connection. Good, only lower the leg as far as you can without rocking that pelvis. The lower you take your leg, the harder it will be. Nice. So really simple movements, but when you do it correctly, you can really get that sensation of that tightening through your midsection here. Good, let's take one more each side. Floating the leg one at a time to tabletop. Exhale, take the second leg to tabletop and hold. Ready for our toe taps. So we're going to lower one leg down towards the floor, tapping the toes, and then draw it back up to tabletop. So knee over that hip line. Lowering and then lifting it back up. Good, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift it back up. So now we're getting that sense of a deeper core activation. Good. Good, keep going here for about another 15 seconds. You should start to feel that warmth really build now. We're going to hold both legs to tabletop in another 5, 4, 3, 2, and both legs to tabletop and hold. Take those hands up towards the ceiling here now, still in that neutral spine, dead bugs. We take one leg away from you, reaching that right hand behind. So opposite leg to arm. Exhale as we take it away from our body. Inhale to come back to center. The lower you take your foot here, the harder it will be. Really try and maintain that neutral spine. So keep that little gap in your lower spine here. Another 15 seconds. Again, warming up at an extra level here now. 10 seconds to go. Good, last 4, 3, 2, make this one your last one, and then come back to center, hold. Take those hands down by your side. Another set of your toe taps here. So taking that foot down, try and just hinge at those hips and let the leg float down, and then draw it back up. So keeping about a 90-degree bend through that knee. The further you take your foot away here, the harder it will be. So maybe you're challenging yourself here at this point. We're going to take it up a notch here now, taking those elbows wide, hands right into the nape of your neck. I'm going to add a curl into this combo. So draw the knee up, exhale, lift the head and shoulders, flattening that tummy at that top. And then as you lower the head and shoulders, take that foot down into toe tap. Draw it back up through center. Keep the head heavy into those hands, lowering it down. Breathing out as you curl up. So zipping up that pelvic floor on your exhale right here. Those lower abs pulling in. And you can look at those lower abs as well. So really make a conscious effort to pull them in away from your waistline. We're going to hold this curl in another 10 seconds. So keep the head and shoulders lifted in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. Just your toe taps, maintaining that curl here now. So remember that form, just hinging at the hips, float it back up. So the whole leg lowers in 1 and we draw it up. Good, if you prefer to extend those arms here, you are here, that'll be absolutely perfect. If you need support through your neck, you can go ahead and take your hands here, or maybe you're resting for this set with the head down, but the leg's still moving. We're going for about another 15 seconds here. And we're going to add in our rotation to work into our obliques. So holding it up through center in 8. Really starting to warm and heat through those deep abdominals. Keep working strong. Holding those legs in tabletop in 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to twist as we take that left leg away. So twist towards the right, come back through to center, twist to the other side. So keeping the elbows wide. And we're bringing one armpit across to that opposite hip. So targeting that waistline, narrowing it in with each rep here. Good, keep this going. I know it's starting to burn really good right now. Another 15 seconds. Good, keep going. We'll get to rest in another 8. Maybe you can tap the foot a little further away this time. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it back down. Rest the feet, take a quick little windscreen wiper with your feet down. And we meet with those legs back into tabletop. So exhale, lift, exhale, draw it to center. So squeeze your knees and ankles together this time. Take the arms out into almost a letter T, out to the side. Relax those shoulder blades into your mat. Find that neutral. Abdominals are drawing in. This time we're going to float both legs over towards that right side, lifting that left hip up, only as far as you can go, because you're going to exhale and draw it back through to midline. So float them away to your left now, and you can look over at your right hand to get a bit more rotation in. So again, we're working into that waistline, into your obliques. Good, squeezing the knees and ankles together. The leg goes over as one leg. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can straighten those legs a little bit further, but just choosing that option for you. Get that beautiful movement through your lumbar spine here as well, which is always needed, I think. Good, we're gonna hold it through center in another 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Take your curl up through center now, keeping the knees and ankles squeezing together. So just your curl, sliding rib down towards your hip here. Pausing at the top for a few seconds, really make that conscious effort to pull in those abs. Good. To advance here now, we're going to extend one leg. So curling up, reach one leg away, bring it back down. Lifting and extending the other leg. The lower you take your leg, the more challenging it will be. Really make that point and reach through the toe to get that energy flowing through the entire lower leg. Good, we're gonna finish it off, holding that curl in another 15 seconds, finishing with our bicycle legs, and then you are all done. Here, pointing and reaching for another 8. Good, 4, 3, 2, holding on 1, draw both legs back to tabletop, reposition up into that curl, just your bicycle legs to bring it home. So switch and change. Quick, short, sharp exhales. Inhale to quickly change through center. Maybe reaching those arms. 15 seconds to go. Woo, really burning. Keep going for 8, for 7, 6, 5. Stay curled. Keep that head nice and relaxed. For 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a much needed hug. Little gentle rock from side to side. Well done. Let's stretch it out. Bring those legs down onto the floor. Sway those knees over to one side, getting that lumbar stretch, that rotation. Good. One more each side. Good, pull those knees in towards your chest, hold underneath your thighs. Little rock, couple of rocks before we sit up. Really round through the spine and come all the way up. And that is your core activation workout all done. Well done everyone, that was your day 4 complete. Bit of a steady, slow pace towards the start, but it definitely built towards the end. So hopefully you felt that really nice deep abdominal connection. When you take it in that slow pace, you really feel that burn just start to creep up. That is where the magic happens. Really connect into that breath. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's session, a nice juicy full body stretch session. So I'll see you then.